Hey friends, your peaceful warrior here. I come to you today to talk to you about peer pressure. Something a little different than what I've been talking to you about, not health and fitness, but it was something that my son brought to my attention because he knows I do these lives and I know people are watching. So thank you, thumbs up, keep subscribing and sharing. But peer pressure is something that even as adults, we deal with. We might not think of it as peer pressure, but that whole status thing, keeping up with the Joneses, trying to, look a special way, comparing, and it's there. We all deal with it. So I just want to touch on a couple things that maybe can help you. Again, these are really lives that hopefully give some benefits. So the first thing, especially if you have kids. So I have kids, and peer pressure is out there. It is very apparent on the buses, in the schools, whether it's peer pressure to try a cigarette, to drink. That's usually what we think of: drugs, alcohol, so much more. Being a bully, sex, doing bad things in school, destructive things. So it's not just about drugs and alcohol. There's so many other things. And I want you just to, if you have kids, talk to them. One of the first key things would be recognize that it is there. Have a conversation with your kids. Recognize it's there. Let them know it's okay to talk about it and to bring it to someone's attention. If it's not their parents, maybe a teacher, maybe a coach, someone that they feel comfortable about sharing, because it's really, really important. So many kids struggle. The stress of just life in general is high. And then have other stuff like peer pressure, because again, it is there. We all deal with it. And teach them to listen to their inner voice. Listen to their inner voice, because if their gut is saying, I don't think this is right, I don't think I want to do this, tell them, be brave, stand up for yourself, and don't do it. If you are hesitant about someone giving you a cigarette or asking to vape or do whatever, drugs, like if their inner voice is saying, I don't think so, tell them, walk away, turn away, get out of that situation, change the subject, do whatever you need to do to get out of that situation. Another thing, after you bring it to someone's attention, is to imagine your parents are watching. And imagine, what would your parents say if they knew? Okay, so teach them that. Like, have them think to themselves, if someone was approaching you to do anything that is not right, whether it's bullying, whether it's doing drugs or alcohol, sex, being mean to someone, you name it. There's all kinds of stuff in the schools. Listen to your inner voice and think, what would my parents say or do if they heard me, if I did this? What would be the consequence? So to think about it. And then another one would be to ask yourself, what is the risk? What if I get caught? Because some kids do stuff and they think, well, I'm not going to get caught cheating on a test. I'm sure it happens. What would happen if I got caught? Think about the worst case scenario. Is it worth it? No, it probably isn't. Being cool is not to do drugs. Being cool, you don't have to be doing drugs, being mean, doing bad things to be cool. You can be cool on your own, trust me. You can be a leader, and that's what I try to instill in my kids, and I want you to think about, sharing that and carrying that over to your kids. Just tell them, be brave, be bold, be a leader. Don't do those things. If your inner voice is saying, no, I don't think so, don't do it. Another couple of things, I've got some notes. I just want to touch base so I make sure I get it. So think about, again, we as adults even have peer pressure. We judge ourselves, probably our worst critic. And go back, look at my confidence video. There's a few tips to boost your confidence. Great for kids as well, all ages. Don't compare. Love who you are inside. Get to the gym, get stronger, physically stronger. You're going to feel better. It's part of that confidence video. And just think about your character. What you do, what you say, how you act is part of your character. And to be a kind, loving human being is so cool. Super cool, in fact. So if you can try to think about that and maybe teach your kids, and not worry about what other people are thinking, because if someone's bullying you or questioning you to do drugs or alcohol or sex or being mean, whatever it might be, they're really not cool. They really aren't. You are the cool one to stand up for yourself, walk away, say no, get out of the situation, and be your own leader. So I hope that helped. You're a peaceful warrior. Have an awesome rest of the day. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.